I've been, like you said, we've been married for 10 years. We've been together for 13 years. So when we met, we were really young. We were both in our early 20s and we both had children when we were teenagers. So I pretty much watched the 18-year-olds grow up since they were about four. And his 21-year-old, which is now my 21-year-old, she was about 8 or 9 when I first met them. So for them to be 18 and in their 20s now.
Remy has long relied on a close support system that provided her convenience and stability. However, things are starting to shift, and it's becoming clear that her situation is precarious. She's losing her hold on her contract, and even the street seems to be abandoning her, much like an old habit replaced by something new. Recently, a dramatic narrative twist unfolded. Papoose, having moved on from their past, has proposed to his new partner, signaling a definitive change in his life. Meanwhile, Remy finds herself attempting to reconnect, but it's evident that she's now in a vulnerable position. The weight of regret is setting in, and the consequences of her past choices are becoming impossible to ignore. Let's rewind to the initial claims surrounding Remy and Easy, the block captain. For years, Papoose remained steadfast, patient, and faithful, even while Remy was in prison. He supported her through everything, never wavering, a true example of ride-or-die love. Yet, it seems that Remy didn't feel it was enough. Everything shifted the moment she began seeing Easy, stepping out publicly with him as if Papoose had never been a part of her life. Her long-standing relationship with Papoose suddenly disintegrated, amplifying the drama. To make matters worse, Easy allegedly tarnished Remy's reputation. Rumors claim he left her stranded and even traded her for not one, but two women, one of them younger. In the aftermath, Remy appears lost, regretful, and visibly unhappy. Meanwhile, sources indicate that Easy has been romantically involved with two women from the battle rap scene. Things escalated further when it was revealed that Easy had been spending time with his ex-boyfriend and another musician from his circle. Tasmanian Tarara, a battle rapper with connections to the trenches, added fuel to the fire by sharing explosive screenshots of texts allegedly from Zan.
Since y'all wanna be on the front lines, hey yo Remy, don't you love me? Yeah. See right there, that's the front line.
You going with him now?
I agree with that. I believe it firmly that she's innocent.
I'm saying the same thing. I'm like, when it comes to that situation.
The situation spiraled out of control, with high-profile names like League C the lyricist and others getting caught in the chatter, while the drama continues to unfold. One of the messages even predicted that Remy would erupt in anger upon discovering that San had been involved with Easy the previous summer, serving as evidence that the drama is very real. To further complicate matters, she also dropped subtle hints suggesting that Easy might have been seeing C Bree as well. Imagine going through this kind of treatment right after leaving a supportive partner. It felt like instant retribution, and the streets were watching every move. There was no room for fabrication. Remy was being publicly scrutinized in ways that exposed the depth of the drama. Chaz, on one particularly chaotic day, didn't just spill the tea. She practically drained the entire pot on Instagram, calling out San without hesitation while the internet watched in real time. The revelations highlighted an ongoing affair, making the situation explode beyond rumors. As tensions escalated, both—
That means main man don't know me. I will creep up.
Niggas is really mad that when they go to sleep at night.
K and C Bree intervened online to try to control the narrative, while San tweeted her frustration about avoiding Easy for years. Her words read like a desperate attempt to stop the whispers from spreading, but the receipts she revealed left no room for innocence. Southeast quickly clapped back, asserting her credibility and refusing to let anyone belittle her achievements. She reminded everyone that she had worked hard to carve out her place in the battle rap scene and that Remy had co-signed her skills even before the controversy erupted. Her goal was simple: correct the record and assert her legitimacy, not retaliate out of resentment. Meanwhile, Easy's pattern of behavior came into focus. His "don't you love me" tactics weren't unique to Remy. He had employed similar manipulations with other women in the past. Remy, like the others before her, found herself in a public spectacle, a pawn in a repeated cycle of dramatic love bombing and manipulation. Even when Remy posted the receipts on Easy, she emphasized that she had moved on, happier than ever, and was not acting out of spite.
Show his admiration and tell the world how you think this woman is crazy. That nigga held you down in prison.
Her primary goal was transparency, not revenge. The drama's origins trace back further. Remy had spent 6 years with Papoose, a devoted partner who remained faithful throughout her prison sentence. Yet she publicly gravitated toward Easy, the block captain, even during moments meant for family and quiet celebration, such as Christmas 2023. Photos and screenshots showed Remy with Easy, while Papoose likely hoped for a peaceful holiday at home. This public display of disregard for her former partner amplified the backlash and fueled social media chatter. Even as the battle rap community watched closely, Remy's online persona became increasingly brazen. She made subjabs at Claressa Shields, Papoose's new partner, while trying to mask her own dissatisfaction. Claressa, undefeated and undisputed in the boxing world, did not tolerate these antics and challenged Remy directly, forcing her into a confrontation she couldn't avoid. The situation highlighted Remy's desperate attempts to reclaim relevance and navigate heartbreak in the public eye. Ultimately, what unfolded was a mix of love, betrayal, manipulation, and public spectacle. Remy's actions were driven by regret, desire, and a need to assert herself, but the consequences were made painfully clear as the entire community witnessed the unraveling drama. Remy clearly thought she could step into the ring, figuratively or literally, and stand toe-to-toe with a woman built like a powerhouse. That's when everything shifted. The situation became very real, very fast. But Remy didn't stop stirring the pot. During one of their public arguments, she crossed a major line and exposed Claressa Shields' private phone number. Instead of backing down afterward, Claressa responded with force, doubling down on her offer for a real fight. At this point, the drama moved from chaotic to outright ridiculous. Was Remy acting impulsively because she knew the fight would never happen? Or did she actually believe she could take on a two-time Olympic gold medalist and undefeated world champion? Crowds chimed in, calling out both Remy and Easy for their behavior. People pointed out how wrong the entire situation looked, especially since Papoose had supported Remy for years and attended all 6 Chrome events, except the one overshadowed by the scandal. Even Joe Budden was dragged into the mess, offering his shady advice to Claressa on Instagram and hinting that fighting Remy would be pointless. Remy's past didn't help her case either. Her 2007 shooting conviction, leading to a 6-year prison sentence, was brought back into public discussion. And while that history doesn't define her, the internet wouldn't let it go. Many believed Remy was pushing this chaos because she desperately wanted Papoose back, while Claressa was unintentionally blocking that path. Some even claimed that Remy was in over her head and wasn't getting much sympathy from the streets this time. Claressa, meanwhile, isn't just any fighter. She's from Flint, Michigan, a place known for producing people who don't play around. She's a trained knockout artist with a tough squad behind her. So while Remy might be strong, she wasn't dealing with an ordinary opponent. Claressa even publicly questioned why Remy would leak her phone number, calling it pure disrespect. She emphasized that her issue wasn't about fighting over a man, it was about crossing boundaries. She reminded everyone that she's a trained professional and doesn't get into 30-second fights. But a full 3-minute round would be a different story entirely. Then things got messier. The streets started whispering that Remy and Claressa had known each other long before any of this, and some even claimed there had been a romantic history. Rumors swirled that Papoose had cheated on Claressa during their alleged past relationship. But regardless of what's true, what's clear is that Remy wanted her old life back, and seeing Papoose move on so quickly must have stung. Especially since Papoose didn't just move forward, he leveled up. When he proposed to Claressa, he locked in a future with someone who valued him while Remy was still looking for comfort elsewhere. The internet exploded with opinions. People asked whether Remy and Papoose were secretly trying to reconcile. Others insisted Remy was simply trying to insert herself into Papoose's space in hopes of winning him back. The controversy grew so big that even Fat Joe had to step in, and when Fat Joe gets involved, you know it's serious. He admitted on his My Expert Opinion appearance that not even he could fix this, and he's practically family to both of them. Joe also revealed behind-the-scenes details. The night before everything blew up online, Remy was out at dinner with 10 grown men, none of whom were Papoose. He clarified immediately that Pap wasn't present, trying to stop rumors before they escalated. Papoose later confirmed this on Instagram, giving Fat Joe a salute but distancing himself from the situation. Meanwhile, Pap has been living his best life. While Remy is online stressing and scrambling to clarify the narrative, Papoose and Claressa are off enjoying a romantic vacation in Hawaii. Sunsets, beach cocktails, and pure peace. Their smiling photos and videos went viral, highlighting just how happy they are together. The contrast was almost painful. Remy seemed anxious and overwhelmed, while Pap and Claressa radiated calm and confidence. With the streets refusing to let the story die, Remy decided to strike back in the only way she truly knows, through rap. She returned with bars aimed at everyone involved, determined to reclaim control of her narrative, even if the situation was already spiraling far beyond her reach. Remy didn't hold back, coming for anyone who even mentioned her name in a battle. She claimed that all battle rappers should step up their lineup, but let's be honest, this approach is causing more harm than good. People aren't seeing it for what it really is. Instead, it's clear she's trying to distract from a major loss she can't avoid. Amid the memes, public ridicule, and ongoing humiliation, this L will be remembered as a defining moment in her story. Despite thinking things might have improved, Remy is now being roasted online like never before. She's out here looking bitter and exposed, and the streets are thoroughly enjoying it. Her past bars and lyrics continue to haunt her, while others plot to discredit her further, even bringing Uncle Murda into the conversation. The situation only magnifies her desperation. If she had actually pushed forward without reckoning with the consequences, she might have avoided some public scrutiny, but mistakes were made, and now the fallout is undeniable. Remy risked everything and ended up with nothing, neither Easy nor Papoose. Now she's left attempting to clean up the chaos she created. Was this just one bad decision too many, or is she merely facing karma catching up? The questions remain. Should Papoose consider rekindling their relationship for the sake of their child, or is he better off staying with Clarissa? Will Remy's insecurity continue to show publicly? And can her career survive this whirlwind, or is she destined to be the next casualty in battle rap drama? For the latest updates on Remy Ma, her battles, and all the drama unfolding in the streets, make sure to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to stay informed. With this story, you truly never know what's coming next. See you at the next one.